Well, I guess the league has a criteria in which they follow on handing out supplementary discipline or discipline for checks that are deemed illegal, and they deemed that Carter's was checked from behind. So we take our medicine, we go home, and no complaints, no excuses. We don't always agree with what they do, but in this situation, timing of it, it's right now we have no other choice, and we move on.
Do you hope that Kuhlman can maybe jump into his spot and line up?
We have a opportunity to make a decision and assessing Kuhlman later today. It'll be after the skate. I noticed he was lagging behind in the one skating drill at the end, so I don't know if he's 110% ready to go, but we are hoping that he comes clean and has no more issues after the skate today, because he obviously coming off a broken bone. There is lingering effects that do take place, and he's been pretty sore for a while.
Mark Fraser maybe a little bit further down the road?
Mark Fraser right now is not an option to us. We had originally thought that both players would be available somewhere around the 29th, and that didn't bear out. We were off by a little bit, and that's the hand you're dealt. Obviously, when you ask your players to give you 110%, then they have to be 100% healthy, and the player makes the decision. If he says he's ready to go, we do everything that we can to get them and put them in a position to be ready, but ultimately it's up to the player.
What's required from your club to compete with a club as good as Vancouver come Saturday?
Again, they have a strong forechecking hockey club, and they've got lots of skill in their lineup. They're a group that's been together for a while. Their defense is pretty much set, and we're going to have to play to a higher level than we've previously played this year. And specifically in the last couple of games, we haven't been real happy with the number of turnovers and the amount of sloppy play that's transpired, but we've won the hockey games, and sometimes that masks really how well or how poorly you are playing.
Randy, the Sedin twins got a contract extension here today.
Did they?
They did. 4 years.
How much?
2028.
Jeevers, lucky guys, aren't they? Good players get paid very well, and they've been good players in the league in a long time. They've represented this organization and been the face of the franchise for a number of years. I know playing against them or coaching against them in my time in Anaheim, you do everything you can to make sure you got the right people on the ice to defend against them, that's for sure.
Speaking of, would that likely be David Bolin, considering the success he's had and he's still talked about in their room today?
I think there are some things that we would like to do, but we also have Jay McClement, and if Kuhlman plays, they've been pretty sturdy on their defensive side of the puck in their careers. So again, depending on what mix we put together, and I'm sure John Tortorella's got a different view on who he wants them to play against, and he has the last change. So with the addition of Kessler on that line, it's a pretty strong threesome on any team in the league.
Friday, we in this market have a share of goaltending tandem stories. How do you think your two goalies can handle the 1A, 1B situation?
Geez, you get it.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of guys that just don't get that 1A and 1B around. They don't understand it. You understand it. Holy crow. We found a media that understands that there is a 1A and 1B in our market. We look at it, it's a sign of strength. We don't look at it as separating and saying one guy's this and one guy's that. Both have different styles. Our goaltending has been one of our strongest suits, and we want to continue to force them to compete for the position, and we're very comfortable putting either goaltender in the net.
So I'm interested here in Mason Raymond, obviously, his years spent as a Canuck. What has he done that has allowed him to get off to a pretty positive start here?
The one thing it's very visible is his ability to get around the rink. He's quick. He's a guy that can create space and time and space in the offensive zone with his quickness. He's one of those guys that we use him on the penalty killing. He's a threat on the penalty killing to push the puck up the ice and try some things offensively. And we've talked to Mace about some of the things that that again we'd like him to improve upon, but overall, he's been a real positive influence in our room, and he's added a speed dimension to our hockey club.